Bitcoin is pumping. Surprisingly, actually, we had the Federal Reserve raise interest rates this week, which kicked off a big market pump. We had the US announce that, well, they had a big shrinking of the economy. Technically, it's in a recession, although it's not really in a recession because the Ember group has to announce that for it to be official, but still, all this bad news and the markets are pumping like crazy. So in today's video, I want to discuss the price of Bitcoin with you, take a look at the charts and try to understand what is happening, what our potential is moving forward. My name's Lark. I make videos on investing. If you like that topic, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And of course, show that thumbs up button, a little bit of love if you do enjoy these kind of videos. Now let's go ahead and get into it. And I want to start off real quick by sharing this from the co-founder of Glassnode, which is one of the premier data sites for Bitcoin. And this is the Bitcoin risk signal, which has actually dropped, implying a lower chance of a pronounced drop. So you can see right here, we've actually had the risk signal come back down. So you see it was very, very high here for quite a while, and now it's come right back down. So when this risk signal is going up, when it's at these high levels, we then have a situation where we could have these huge drops coming in, which is exactly what we had happen recently with Bitcoin. Well, that risk signal has now come back down, meaning that our chance of dramatic, painful, crazy sell-offs is much, much lower right now. So that's an interesting chart I wanted to share with you. Now let's go ahead and take a look here. So this is the weekly charts for Bitcoin. We'll get to the daily charts in just a moment, but I want to start off on the weekly because there's some very interesting things happening here. So first, have a look at this. This is absolutely crazy. Now, look, we still have almost 3 days until the weekly candle closes, but it would just be wild if it ended up being, well, the exact opposite of, or kind of what I was talking about on Monday with this bad weekly candle close here, and then basically the opposite candle blasting out here with this huge wick down, and then a nice candle body close above the 200-week simple moving average. That's, of course, our bear market line right there without a doubt. So it'll be very interesting to see if we do get that close here. 3 days away, running into the weekend. Weekends can be quite volatile, so let's not count our chicken before it hatches here and we get that weekly candle close. But it's encouraging at the moment to see the price action we've had on the back of this Federal Reserve news and the US GDP news. Very, very interesting indeed. I want to see that close above this 200-week still moving average. I think that would bring a lot of enthusiasm back into the market in a very quick kind of way. I also want to point this out because it's still very relevant. We're still edging our way towards a bullish crossover on the weekly MACD. Now, if we get that crossover, this could be a big deal for Bitcoin. Now, look, it's a bit of a lagging indicator here, but if we get that crossover, it could be setting us up for a potentially good run for Bitcoin. It would indicate that the market has started to pick up that momentum where we could see a very strong relief rally coming in for the markets. Maybe August is going to be a very exciting month for the cryptocurrency markets, but obviously a lot of that depends, I think, in the short term on us getting this confirmation of the weekly candle closing above the 200-week simple moving average blue line right here. So we'll see how that plays out over the next 3 days. Now, taking a quick look at the daily charts here, we've got some very interesting things that have been happening as well. So obviously, we do have this nice breakout underway here. And what's interesting is that right now we've actually closed a candle above the 50-day exponential moving average. That is our orange line here on the chart. This has not happened in a very, very long time. You see here, we actually had a push above, pushed back down by the sellers, push above, pushed back down by the sellers, push above, pushed back down by the sellers. All three of these daily candles closed under the 50-day exponential moving average. I wonder the last time we actually had a crossover the 50-day exponential moving average, because look back here in history, it has been a damn long time. That's how long. Last time we were trading above the 50-day exponential moving average was all the way back at the beginning of April. So it has been a damn while. So it'd be nice to see this being reclaimed. Nice to see finally building a bit of strength back into the market, even if it's only just for a relief rally. And remember, we still have a lot of uncertainty in the markets. Don't get too excited too quickly that we're going to go straight back to all-time highs. This is a relief rally until otherwise proven. So just do keep that in mind. Now, in a key area, obviously, for us coming up here is going to be this $28,000 region. You see what strong support that actually was for Bitcoin here. Right? That was our cliff that we fell off of back here at the start of June. that then becomes our key area moving forward for Bitcoin. So that is the big area that we want to see the price move above, but it's also likely to be the key area where we see the price hitting into major resistance. So if we can continue the momentum, if we get that 200-week simple moving average close above, that's very interesting. That could provide the momentum for the market to get excited again and to push up towards the $28,000 resistance level. So I think that's going to be a very, very important area for Bitcoin to try to take. It might take us a few attempts to try and get over there. But if we do reclaim this area, if we do push the price past here, well, that gets very, very interesting because then we start to line up with a few other things. Now, I'd just like to point out too, that $28,000 line, that does line up with the 100-day exponential moving average. So we are having this convergence here of this major area of price resistance with the 100-day exponential moving average. Both are very important lines for us to try to overcome with the price. So do keep that in mind. The next area upwards then becomes around $32,000, which is very interesting because where does that line up with? Let's just put an orange line on the chart here real quick. Throw this trend line up here because that lines up pretty much with our downtrend line. So this orange line right here is our major downtrend line. Let's just go ahead and take a few of these off here just to clean it up a little bit for you. So we've got our 200-day simple moving average and our 200-day exponential moving average both lining up right around where we have our downtrend line also lining up. So that could be a very, very major area of price resistance moving up, assuming we could even get past $28,000. So let's see if this rally holds. Let's see if the momentum can hold over the weekend. If it does, if we get that positive weekly candle close, I think we might be seeing some of these resistance levels getting at least tested in the not so distant future. But the market does remain shaky. We do need to understand that any really negative news that comes out can easily affect the markets at this point. So just do keep that in mind. By the way, if you are a cryptocurrency trader, you need to get yourself an account over on Bybit. They have some of the most popular futures markets in the world. You can long and short Bitcoin, Ethereum, all the other top altcoins. They've got a great spot market as well, one of the top 10 spot markets in the world. You can use the link down below to start your account. You're going to get 30% off of your trading fees and up to $4,100 in deposit bonuses. Anyway, that's all for me today. What do you think about this? Is Bitcoin getting ready to stage a real breakout here? We had all this bad news this week, quote unquote, and Bitcoin's rallying. Are we getting ready for the relief rally? Is this the real deal? Or is this just another trap to get the bulls excited and then smash their hopes into a million pieces? Let me know down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and peace out till next time.